Good morning and welcome back to a new video on my channel. It is actually not morning at all, it is the evening, but I have a really exciting video for you guys today, so let's get into it. Really quickly, I just want to apologize for the awful lighting, but you're just gonna have to bear with me because it is already 6 p.m. so the sun is going down. If you are new to my channel, you're probably wondering, who is this girl? What is she making videos about? Well, I'm Khazana, I am 21. More importantly, I am 39 weeks pregnant, I am 6 days away from my due date, and I'm giving you guys a little pregnancy Q&A. I really quickly just want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you guys prefer my 15 to 20 minute video length, or do you guys prefer my shorter videos, which are kind of around the 10-minute to 12-minute area? Anyways, let's get back into this pregnancy question and answer. That glow right there, that's all sweat. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start. So I asked you guys on my second Instagram what you would want to ask me for a pregnancy Q&A. So if you're not following my Instagrams, you probably should so you don't miss out on those kind of cool things, and I will link those down below. The first question that I was asked was, will you show us baby A? Yes, I am going to show you guys baby A. Baby A is on his way. We are so close. Like literally, I was sitting in bed. I wasn't going to film today. I was going to film tomorrow morning. And then I was like, what if I go into labor tonight? And I was like, no, I gotta get this out of the way. So yes, I will show you guys baby A. He is so close to arriving and I'm so excited to show you guys all of our memories and make memories with him and just like get to know him. Some of you who have been following me from TikTok have been through my pregnancy journey since before I told my parents, which is insane to me. It's crazy, and I can't believe you guys have stuck with me that long, even though it's only been a few months, but you literally have seen so much of my journey. Of course, sharing your child on the internet is very risky. I will be taking as many precautions as I can, and I will be really looking out for him and his privacy. As much as I am going to show you guys, there are parts of our life that I am going to keep private because privacy, but I am so excited to share my journey with him with you guys and also show you guys other parts of our crazy life. The next question that kind of paired with that was, when will you do the name reveal? I was thinking of doing a whole like name reveal video. I was trying to think of really cute, adorable ideas, but then nothing came to mind. So instead, you guys will be finding out his name when he's born. As soon as I announce his birth, you guys will know his name. And that is another reason to follow me on both of my Instagrams so you don't miss that moment. It'll be such an exciting moment and I'm so excited to share his name with you. I'm so in love with it. I think you guys will love it. He is just this little perfect bean and it's so crazy. Like, I'm just so used to calling him baby A and Bean at this point that it'd feel weird to call him anything else, but I'm really excited to call him by his name as well. Okay, the next question was, as this is your first baby, what are you expecting during labor and what is scaring you? By the way, I love you too, thank you. I haven't set high expectations for labor. I'm not someone who's created a birth plan. I'm going in as carefree and just relaxed as possible because I feel like I'm like the type of person who gets very anxious, and when things don't go according to plan, I get really upset. So I know, like, for me, creating a birth plan isn't smart because if something doesn't go my way, then I'll freak out. So it's better for me to kind of go in with no expectations, relax, just listen to what the doctors say and advocate for myself in the moment. That way I can really make the most positive experience no matter what. Honestly, my only expectation is a safe, happy, and healthy birth. There are a couple things that I am looking for, but I wouldn't be torn if I couldn't do them. One of them is I wanted to have an active labor, so meaning I can walk around the room, I can get comfortable, hopefully I can use a yoga ball, which you guys always see me bouncing on in my videos. It really all depends if it's available. My hospital says I can have an active labor, but I don't know if I'll have a yoga ball, which is fine. It's really like whatever is available in the moment, I will use it. And of course, like honestly, my biggest thing for this birth that I was so set on having is my boyfriend in the room. With corona restrictions, that was like a huge like mess. The idea of having to go through birth alone in a foreign country where I really couldn't communicate or vouch for myself, I was so terrified and I did not want that to happen. But luckily he will be able to be in delivery with me, but he just can't labor with me, which is sad, but you know what, I will take it because that moment will just mean so much to me in the long run, and I'm just glad that he can even be there. Otherwise, I'm really just setting myself up for the worst. Like, I am just imagining the most pain in my entire life. I'm kind of scared for labor and delivery, but it's fine. I've heard that the pushing is more of a relief. but I've heard that labor is more of like the really intense and difficult part, especially because I will not be having an epidural. So I'm a little bit nervous. I have to keep telling myself positive affirmations like, you can do this, you are so strong and you are so capable. I feel like if I stay in a positive mindset, it's just gonna go a lot better. Even if I feel really challenged in the moment, I'll still feel empowered, and I'm so excited. My best friend Sarah said, push out your baby now. Thank you. I'm trying. I've been waiting for this forever. I think I'm the #1 person who wants my baby out right now. Okay, what am I looking forward to? So many things. I think with the end of pregnancy and giving birth, I am just so excited to meet baby A. Honestly, like when I look at like my future, I'm so excited to be a mom. It's not my entire identity. Like being a mom is not the only thing that I will be. Honestly, I'm just so excited for little moments. Like I am so excited to get to know his personality. I want to know what his favorite flavor of ice cream is. I want to take him to his first park. I want to see him crawl. I just want to look at his eyes, and I'm so excited to see things like his friend group when he's older, the choices that he makes, what his first dream job is when he's like in first grade, because we all have those like really out there dream jobs. I think I wanted to be like a nurse or an astronaut, but you get what I mean? Like I'm so excited to hear those things firsthand from him, like see what he's passionate about and help him foster that. So there's just so many things I'm excited for. I feel like everything's really exciting, and I'm even excited to learn how to change a diaper. I won't lie, I really need to learn how to do it, so I'm excited for it. I'm just excited for the whole learning process, and I'm really excited to see the ways that I grow because of him. I just love this little guy, you guys. I really just love him, and I'm just so excited for my life with him. I couldn't ask for anything better. Allie. Hi Allie. Allie is one of my YouTube friends, and we became pretty close after meeting online. One day we're gonna meet and we're just gonna be like the YouTube power friendship. I just love her, and she's been probably one of the biggest supports during my pregnancy, so I'm so glad that we were able to connect and meet, which is crazy. So Allie asked me, has pregnancy been what you expected? No, I don't think I really knew what to expect. When I look back on pregnancy, I think you see a lot of over glorified videos, and you hear a lot of glorified like stories on it, like, oh, you're gonna be glowing, you're gonna look gorgeous, you're gonna have this beautiful baby bump, everything's gonna be great. The only hard part is gonna be pushing and maybe some morning sickness, but otherwise else, everything looks really glossed over, but nobody really tells you like how hard it is to carry and grow a human and how draining it can be. Pregnancy is not what I expected. It's just a constant roller coaster where you really don't know what you're gonna get, especially because every pregnancy is different. It can be really hard not to compare yourself to those glorious moms that I wish to be. I just thought like when I got pregnant, I would suddenly have like amazing style. I would have this beautiful baby bump that I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna like be wearing glorious dresses while like my skin is glowing. I'm gonna look like a god. I'm gonna feel amazing. I'm gonna be like working out 5 times a week. I'm gonna be like intense and strong. No, but that's okay. Like that's totally fine with me. It's still been an amazing experience. It has really challenged me. I know that other people have had easier pregnancies, better ones, and I'm so happy for them. That doesn't take away from anything, but I just realized like pregnancy is not what I had in my mind, but it's a good learning experience. It really has been such a fun and exciting learning experience despite how hard and challenging it is. It's so crazy to know that your body is capable of growing a human. Next question I was asked is hardest part of your pregnancy. Honestly, if you've been watching my journey from the beginning, you know that I suffered from really severe morning sickness till about 21 weeks, maybe even 22 weeks, and then it subsided. It was to the point I was puking 10 to 15 times a day and I felt really awful, and then it got better. After that, I kind of had a small grace period, and it was around 30 weeks where I started to get really uncomfortable, severe pain, severe cramping, lots of lightning pain. If you don't know what it is, just Google it. Trust me, it's not fun. Be so grateful you don't have it. And walking became really hard. The hardest part about pregnancy is just letting go of who I used to be. Because before pregnancy, I was someone who was like really into fitness. I loved working out, weightlifting. I was in the gym like 5 times a week. My life was just really different. And looking back, I think the hardest part of pregnancy was letting go of the expectations I had for myself and just being like, it's okay to break down. It is okay if you can't be active 5 times a week or even 2 times a week. Like, it is okay to let yourself rest and breathe, and it is okay to kind of like let go of what you had in your mind that your pregnancy was going to be like, let nature do its course, and then get back on track later. The hardest part of pregnancy for me has been coming to terms that I don't have to be the exact person I was before pregnancy, that it is okay to like change your expectations of yourself or have none and just kind of go with the flow instead of like holding yourself to insane standards that are probably you're not going to meet. I went to university full-time when I was pregnant. I finished my degree. I even worked until Corona took over, and I have really grinded, and I've also been posting YouTube videos like 2 or 3 times a week forever at this point. And so, you know what? I did it. That is enough for me. Like, I still accomplished that, and I'm still proud of that. So, you know what? If I couldn't make it to the gym 5 times a week, I couldn't eat the healthiest, that's fine. So really the hardest part is like that mental battle with yourself, and I just have to accept that I really worked my butt off. At this point, I'm just proud of myself. I'm trying to like let that go. I can get back into shape and I can get back into my groove later. As you guys know, raspberry leaf tea because we are evicting baby A. The next question is, how big do you think baby A will be? Oh my goodness, I have the funniest story to tell you guys. So I went to the doctor and everything is in kilos here. One of the common misconceptions in Japan is that the weight that you gain in pregnancy will directly be like how big your baby is almost, or like not directly, but it will mean that you will have a bigger baby. Because epidurals are not like really a thing here at all, they say that you should not gain as much weight during pregnancy to help birth be easier. So basically the idea is if you gain less weight, then you're gonna have a smaller baby. But anyways, I was at my doctor's office on Wednesday and she was like, yeah, the baby's measuring at 3.3 kilos. I was like, cool, that's awesome, even though those kind of like scans are not super accurate until you know the baby is out. But then she was like, I think that's a lie. You gained more than 15 kilos during your pregnancy. For sure, he's a lot bigger. And I was like, oh, thanks. I think he will probably be around 7 or 8 pounds when he is born, which I'm pretty sure is average, but that's what I think. So we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think? The next question is, how many weeks until baby A is born? Not even a week. Well, hopefully. Unless I'm super unlucky and I go overdue. Baby A should be here within the next 6 days because my due date is July 16th and I'm giving him an eviction notice. This has been fun and all, but we need you on the other side. So we'll see. Hopefully in the next 6 days he's here, but otherwise else I could go overdue by 2 weeks. But we're really hoping not, and I don't think he'll stay that long. The next question is, when is baby A due? So like I said, he's due on July 16th, which is so soon. You guys, 6 days. Only 6 days. I just have to stay stronger for 6 days and hopefully he comes before that or on his due date and not even a day later. What is your main concern about giving birth? My main concern about giving birth is, can my body do this? I don't have an option of getting an epidural here. They don't even offer it at my hospital literally at all. So I'm terrified. I know that people can do it all the time. I just want to make sure that my body can get, I'm already 1 centimeter dilated, but 1 centimeter to 10 centimeters dilated. I need to know that my body can progress through that, and I'm really scared that I won't be able to, or I'm really worried that it's going to be the worst pain of my life. But even that, it's just going to be a little bit of pain for a lifetime of joy and maybe some headaches along the way. But I'm going to keep telling myself that, and I'm just trying to breathe. But that is probably what I'm most scared of, is just breaking down or feeling defeated. The next question is, what week was the worst? That is so hard. I've had so many hard weeks, but I think I've had several weeks that are really hard. I think the week that I found out, because there was a lot of tears and crying and like, am I capable of being a mom? Can I do this? Am I strong enough for this? And then in the subsequent weeks, there was this intense morning sickness where I felt like I had food poisoning and I was throwing up like 10 to 15 times a day. So that was not fun. Then of course the 3rd trimester where I was like 36, 37 or 38 weeks, I was suffering so much from nausea again. Plus, I can't roll over and my back hurts. I almost said hurted. My back hurted. My back hurts so much. My front hurts so much, and I was peeing every 2 minutes, which I still am. It's really hard for me to choose a specific week because all of those weeks were really hard, and I feel like I almost got the bad stick of pregnancy and just got really unlucky. So I feel like they were all difficult for their own reasons, if that makes sense to you. What is the hardest thing, symptoms, or to do during your pregnancy? The hardest thing to do during pregnancy is drop something on the floor and try to pick it back up. Literally, it's a lost cause. If I drop something small behind like a small crack or like anywhere that I can't really reach, it now lives there forever. I'm never getting it back. I've just accepted that, especially if my boyfriend's not around, like it's gone. I think the hardest thing to do is stay motivated, especially when you're experiencing symptoms like extreme nausea and fatigue and pain. You don't really want to do anything but lay in your bed. You feel sorry for yourself. You're like, this is awful, but then you also also feel bad because you're not accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish, so it can be really hard to just stay motivated and be like, I need to do this, I need to get this done. I just really like making myself a busybody. So to like be stuck in bed with all these awful symptoms and just being like, I don't want to move, it's painful. It really is, and I hate that part. And another really hard pregnancy symptom is nausea, because the foods you loved before may become your worst enemy, and that is so sad. It is honestly awful. It's like saying goodbye to your best friend for 9 months. What is it like to think about having a baby at the end of 9 months? A relief. I really hope that there's a baby and not an alien at the end of 9 months. You feel so proud of yourself. I think that because I'm about to have a baby in days, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit like, can I do this? Am I really capable of this? But I know in my heart that I can. But I'm just so excited. I'm so proud of myself that I did this for 9 months. Like, I grew a human, and I feel like this is probably one of my greatest accomplishments. And I did it during a lot of hard things. The fact that I stayed strong and didn't completely break down is just amazing to me. So the best thing about coming to the end of pregnancy is just knowing that you grew a human. You just feel really proud and you feel really happy, and I think you just realize that you're about to experience the greatest adventure of your life. All of this hard work was for such a good reason. The next question was favorite pregnancy product. I feel like I didn't get a lot of pregnancy products because a lot of things shut down in Japan, and then I was getting most of the stuff that people used from Amazon US, but they weren't shipping internationally for a while, so I kind of missed out on that. I didn't even get a pregnancy pillow, but if I had to say, things that really helped were an Epsom salt bath. Those like were amazing for my back pain and just like general discomfort, but that was like when I fit in the bath. Now I don't really fit in there. Other things that really helped was Frank Body Coconut Scrub. It feels so good on your skin. It's really nourishing, and it can help with stretch marks. I mean, stretch marks come from genes in your diet, so there's not tons you can do about it, but it can really help nourish your skin and kind of help with the healing process and things like that. So I loved getting that. Like, little pampering things made my pregnancy a lot easier for me. I didn't find much help with things like belly bands and stuff like that, so I kind of give up on all of that like really strictly pregnancy stuff, and I really went for things that I was like, okay, how can I treat myself and make me feel better even if I can't relieve my symptoms? Are you going to get an epidural, or are you having a natural birth? I've said this quite a bit, but I will just explain a little more into it. I'm going to have no epidural. It's an all natural birth. I don't even have the option to get pain medicine. Like, I think only 5% of women in Japan have had an epidural. Japan is not very epidural friendly. They view that like the pain during childbirth is necessary to become a mom. Literally, my hospital won't even offer me one. There are places that you can get it, but it's much more expensive, and if you do it, you kind of have to schedule an induction. They won't just give it to you. Like, you can't just show up to the hospital and be like, I'm in labor, I need an epidural. You have to like schedule it when they offer it, so it just makes the whole process a lot more ickier, and it's more expensive. So I literally have no option of epidural. It's all natural, baby. But I want to stress something. You are superwoman no matter what. Whether you gave birth to an epidural, feedback, no epidural, all natural, baby, or C-section, you are superwoman for even giving birth and going through pregnancy anyways. Honestly, one is not less than the other. Now, the very last question that I have for you guys is, what is different about your pregnancy than what everyone said it was supposed to be like? I feel like I kind of answered this earlier, but I could go a little more in depth, and I think that what is really different is people tell you all the good things about pregnancy, especially like the fun parts, like the baby shower, all of that, and like literally a pandemic started during my pregnancy, so none of that stuff happened. I didn't really experience like what people go through in their first pregnancy. I'm not sad about it. I'm not grieving it. I didn't ever really expected to have those things anyways, just because I'm a college student and nobody was expecting my pregnancy. It wasn't like something that was like, people were like, oh my god, we're so happy for you. People were like, what are you doing with your life? And it took a while for me to like come out to my parents and tell them, and it was just like a really big mess. So I wasn't really expecting those things in the first place, and I didn't really feel like I had the right to be excited until later on. That was different. I feel like being pregnant during a pandemic has been shocking. From what people told me about pregnancy, they explain the hard things and the good things, but like, you just don't expect to get pregnant during a pandemic, and when it happens, or before a pandemic, and then a pandemic starts when you're pregnant, it's a little bit hectic, and you just have to be prepared for everything to change, and all of your plans just go whoop. And I just kind of learned to go with the flow and deal with things as they come, but it's been a really interesting experience, and it's not exactly what I expected, and I don't think it's what anyone else expected for me either. There's been a lot of stress and up and down downs with that, but it's really been a good experience. And now I feel like in the future, when I'm ready for more children, that I will be ready for anything. I don't know how well you guys can see my sweat, but I'm sweating like a dog. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. That was the end of all the questions that I received. Thank you guys again for all of your support. Thank you guys for staying from the beginning of my pregnancy to now, or whenever you join. Welcome to the family. So thank you. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps to support me. Leave me a comment down below because I love to chat with you guys, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you guys in my next video, and maybe we will have a baby A.